Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually going to be doing a challenge that one of you guys suggested me. And it's gonna be a little bit of a crazy one, so buckle up. We are going to be doing the black and white build challenge. Clearly this can go wrong in so many ways. So let's just get right into it and see where this video takes us. So first things first, of course, we need a shell. Alright, I tried doing a little bit of a different shape. It's a little bit odd, but don't worry, we'll figure it out. So far it's looking like a simple little house, which is pretty funny because it will not look like that when it's done. Okay, for now I think we're good on the exterior. I'm going to plan the floor layout. It's kind of a small shell, but that's okay. Okay, I think that the floor plan's starting to come together. It looks like we're probably going to have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. I actually might pull this out just by one because I wanted to squeeze in a living room right there. We can squeeze in a cute little porch on the outside. Okay, so I think that this is good for the layout. We have the little entryway right there, and then there will be the living room over here, 2 small bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, and the kitchen will be over there. And I'll probably put a back patio. I'm just going to have a pathway leading back to it. And I'm honestly just gonna put a pool in right now because I do want a pool back here, but I won't do any of the decorations yet. And you know, since trees are just green anyway, I'm just gonna put them in right now. Just fill up our landscaping. These little low-laying flowers are definitely my go-to. I just think it fills in a lot of extra space really easily. These trees keep getting in my way. I never add ponds in my build, but for some reason I felt like it today. I think it just kind of fits the atmosphere of Brindleton Bay. Okay, well there we have it for the landscaping. I don't want to do too much because I want to get into the fun stuff. Okay, so here we are. We are going to be turning grayscale. For those of you who want to do this challenge, you just go to your computer settings, and I just looked up color filters, and what you want to do is turn this on. Mine is automatically going to go to grayscale, so my whole screen is gray. Now let's open up The Sims 4. Oh my god, okay. Gosh, I'm like already sweating. I'm getting scared. This is so weird to see the game with absolutely no color. Okay, so how this works is I'm going to be doing the entire house in black and white before we change it back to normal. So we're not gonna go room by room and switch it on and off. We'll do it all at the end. So just prepare your eyes because it'll be a big switch. So I was just gonna do a simple siding. Look at all of our wonderful options. Black, light gray, a darker gray, a slightly darker gray. I think this might be the new siding, so I literally have no clue what the colors are. I could also add in a stone, maybe if I only add it on the sides of the house. Ooh, and I need to choose a roof swatch. I know that some of the roofs are like red. I think this one's black though. I mean, it certainly looks dark. And for the columns, okay. I'm going to assume that this one is white. It obviously looks white, but you never know. It could be just a light pink, but we're just gonna trust it. Now, time to do our little patio. Oh my gosh, this is already stressing me out. Maybe I'll do these stairs from Seasons. They're like little stone steps, so I think that'll match our stone wallpaper if they're the same color. I'm thinking of doing this one from Brindleton Bay, from Cats and Dogs. I know that there is a white swatch, but I know there's also a lot of light colored swatches like blue and mint green. So this will be interesting to see what we get. I mean, it looks cute in black and white. I really do not know what flooring to do out here. They all look the exact same. And you know what? I was going to do the basic mailbox, but I kind of want to try a different one that may give us some funky colors. This one looks pretty promising. And now for the doors and windows. We need to make sure that the swatches of the doors and the windows match, which might be a tough task. I'm like fairly certain that this is the white swatch on this door, but the good thing is that the Seasons doors have matching Seasons windows, so we can count on them for matching. I don't know about you, but this house is looking amazing so far, at least in black and white. I didn't even consider this, but I need to do the stair railings, and they could very well be a different swatch than the fence we chose. I think they look similar, but I guess we'll see. Okay, anyway, I think that we're ready to go inside. I don't think I've like ever used this floor. This might be one of the new ones, so I'm just going to put it throughout the house. For the kitchen, I think I want a tile. I think it could be a safe bet going with the Home Chef Hustle one. Maybe I'll try something a little different. Maybe one of these. I never really use this wallpaper, so I don't even know what swatches are in it. I really want to try using items that I don't often use, so this growing together couch is a good option. Ooh, and maybe I'll use the new fire fireplace because once again, I don't know the swatches for it. I already don't like the rug options in this game, so this could really throw off the whole build. What's really funny is that I feel like I'm leaning towards making this house traditional, which I like never do, but I guess the black and white is just sparking something in me today. Gosh, that TV is so high up. You have to like break your neck trying to look at that. Maybe we could add some pet stuff in here since it's Brindleton Bay. Maybe a little bed in the corner right here. The artwork is definitely going to be a concerning problem. I know there's lots of colorful options in here. This is super cute. I think I'm going to add one of these new photo galleries. We have to squeeze our jungle adventure mirror in somewhere, and I like the look of it behind the little table. Okay, looking cute so far. This would be a pretty good spot to squeeze in a desk. All right, I've just been going with like the lightest swatches and praying that it's white, but in reality, it could be a variety of colors. I might do this chair from Get to Work, which I literally never use, but I definitely know the swatches on some objects, so I'm just trying to see what happens when I use ones that I don't know the swatches of. Computer's not something to worry about, probably either black or white. That's such a nice little desk space. Maybe they could hang their diplomas up above it. It would be super cute to put a little chess table right here. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I think that kind of makes it cozier. Can't forget a little curtain on that one window. You can do something simple like that. It would be super cute to put this little box of puzzles on the coffee table. I think that this would be like a super close-knit family. Maybe some older parents with an older child. I kind of want to put this little basket here, like maybe they're packing up for a beach day or something. And yeah, I think that this looks really good. I hope it doesn't look completely horrible when we turn the colors back on, because I'm slowly falling in love with this house. So far, this is super fun building without any color. It feels like I have no limits, because a lot of the time the horrible swatches in this game can really make it hard to use your creativity to make something. But this, at least temporarily, allows you to use whatever you want. I just used the tile from, I think, For Rent, which is a little scary because I know there's a lot of interesting swatches on those. Let's see, I don't know if I've ever used the For Rent shower, so I guess we'll give that a go. And then we can even use the sink from For Rent as well. So they're either gonna match perfectly or not at all. And we definitely need some curtains. Don't want anyone looking in on you while you're in the bathroom. Why do they look so much darker in the bathroom compared to the living room? It's honestly kind of scaring me. I'll go ahead and do the other one as well. Maybe we should do a bathtub in here. I think I'm going to use this bathtub because it's like a little more traditional. Kind of got to keep that through the whole house now. And I'm assuming this is white. It looks white. And I was going to use the same tile, but to keep this a little more interesting, I don't want to because it leaves a little more room for failure. Gotta have these over the bathtub. And maybe we can put some fun towels in here. These ones are from Growing Together, and I just know that there's a lot of weird swatches. I'm going to raise up these candles because I feel like a bathtub with some nice candles lit, that's such a vibe. Okay, we're all done with the bathrooms, and now we're going to move on to the kitchen. And I already got our Home Chef Hustle tile going. And you know what? I'm going to put the kitchen in this corner over here so that maybe we can squeeze in a tiny dining table as well. I'm going to use this fridge from Parenthood. Also some crazy swatches, but I think there's some good ones too. So hopefully we got one of the good ones. You guys, I'm so excited to see what this ends up looking like. Okay, I just realized that we have to match the cabinets with the counters. This is going to be difficult. Let's see, this one I think is too light. This one also kind of matches, but the texture is different. You know what? I think that's pretty close. I'm just gonna go with these. Hope for the best. We definitely need some nice big curtains for this window right here. This one from Seasons I tend to use a lot, but I know that there's some crazy options. This could be white, this could be lime green, I don't know. I think we can fit a 4 wide if we just set it up like this, which normally I wouldn't do, but for some reason it just like makes sense in this house. Yeah, I really feel like I'm using things that I normally wouldn't even see. Maybe I don't use them because the color swatches are bad, but right now clearly that's not an issue. Just a nice little rug under the dining table. The only thing is with the black and white, it's so hard to find objects that I want because they all look the same. I think we can actually be done with the kitchen. I like the kitchen clutter we got going on. It looks like a cute space. So I think this is going to be the kids' room. Well, I guess not a kid. I want them to be like maybe a young adult living with their parents because in this economy, that's not so uncommon. I can't really fit a double bed in here, so they're gonna have to deal with a single. You know what though? There was just a swatch update, right? Yes, there was a swatch update. There was a Pride update. So I'm just going to use one of these beds. I think that all the swatches are like the the colors of every one of the flags. And just because they're older doesn't mean we can't make it a little fun. We can add this cute rug right here. I wanted to give them their own desk in this little slot right here. I just love when there's a perfect little gap in the wall to squeeze a desk in. It's so satisfying. And I wasn't gonna do a computer, but maybe we can do this laptop. Obviously, one of these turtles from Nifty Knitting. It's become a trend to use at least one of those in my builds. You know what? This height chart would be so cute to add in, as if it's like left there from when they were a kid growing up. And then I believe we also got some new flag decorations. Yes, okay. So there's this collage, which I think is so cool. The amount of detail in it is so amazing. The fairy lights, the little Polaroid photos. And there's also this one, which is like a knitted pride flag. So let's just throw that in there as well. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to add a pet bowl in the kitchen. Hopefully you didn't yell at me yet, because I did end up remembering. And maybe we can squeeze in a guitar in here too. Maybe this sim likes playing music. I try to add scale objects because it's useful and it also gives the house personality. Put some little clutter at the foot of the bed. And yeah, I think that might be it for this bedroom right here. This is how it looks with no color. And now we're already on our last room, which means it's almost time to turn the colors back on. I'm equally as scared as I am excited. And like we've mentioned, these parents are a little more traditional, and I want to really show that in their bedroom. Maybe we can use this fancy bed from For Rent. And let's use this base game rug. I think that there's some pretty good swatch options on it. Ooh, we could use this lamp from Cats and Dogs. It's one of those, I don't know what it's called, like the stained glass lamps. I used to have one of those in my house. I think that'd be really cool to add in. I don't really know that it matches completely, but it's so cute, I want to add it. These people seem very like artsy and into nature. I feel like they definitely keep themselves busy with gardening, painting, playing music. I'm going to give these Desert Luxe curtains a go. Hopefully these like connectors match. We just used the default swatch, so I'm hoping it does. I'm thinking of putting in a little couch right here. I feel like that'd be nice to have if you have a big bedroom. And you know what? I'm gonna put the litter box out on the porch. Put this book stack right at the edge of the bed. Maybe a shoe rack. Yeah, I feel like that could be a good touch. I think this bedroom is so cute. It's pretty spacious, but it's also very comfy. And you guys, we're almost done, almost ready to do the reveal. So let's move out onto our patio now. Okay, we got a big area to work with. So where do I even start? Maybe we can get a nice patio table with a grill. I almost forgot a pool ladder, which was not on purpose. It used to be on purpose, but not anymore. Ooh, we should do one of these fun pool floaties. Ooh, and it'd be super cute to put in one of those drink trays, some like refreshing lemonade. I should probably add some lights out here because it'd probably be very dark outside at night. Some fairy lights. I think it'd be cute if we added some more garden pots out here. I feel like they would grow a lot of different kinds of plants. Oh my gosh, I had the windows uneven. I literally just now noticed. At least I noticed. Maybe one of the Sims does some yoga as well. I could totally see someone in the house doing that. I'm also just gonna put some outdoor seating. Let's get some sauces on the table. And you know what? I think that that's good for the backyard patio. I love the pool area with the lights, and I just think it's super cute. At least for now, because now it's time. It is time to take off the grayscale. Okay, I'm going to turn the grayscale off. Okay, here we go. Wow, my screen looks so much more saturated. Okay, I'm so scared to open up the game again, but let's just do it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Are you kidding? What? Oh my god. Okay, so here's our finished build. Looking so colorful. You know what? I don't mind the siding. It is a little bright, but alone it's not too bad. But wow, okay. So the mint fencing. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Totally thought that I chose white. At least it matches this couch, right? And the bright pink floral table. Interesting choice. Definitely a choice. Anyway, okay. We're gonna go inside. My heart is beating so fast. This is already a mess. Okay. Wow, okay. You know, I think there's just like a few things that throw it off, like the bright turquoise cat bed and the pink chair. Oh, you know what? It actually matches this little stool. no, I thought I chose white curtains. I used that in the other rooms too. Wow, okay. Definitely lots of colors going on in here. I think it could have been worse, but it's definitely a room. I also just realized apparently we used gray flooring for pretty much the whole house except for the bathrooms and the kitchen. So not bad, but I definitely probably would have preferred a wood tone. Yeah, definitely lots of colors and they don't blend very well together. I feel like if the flooring wasn't gray, it probably would have been better. Anyway, let's move on into the kitchen. Wait a minute. Okay, ignore like the pink curtains. Everything else though, we even got a yellow tea set. Okay, we have a lot of yellow and blue, and honestly, it matches pretty well. Even these curtains are yellow. I didn't even know they had a yellow swatch, to be honest. But not too bad. I like it. I don't know if I would actually say I like it, but it's something. And I see in the corner some bright yellow curtains in the bathroom. Definitely alarming. Let's go in there next. Wow, okay. You know what? Oh, we even got a yellow for the bath. You know what? It kind of matches in the weirdest way. I know that the yellow is very bold, but we have a yellow bathtub. The bath mat's pink and yellow. This towel has yellow and orange on it. So honestly, not too bad. All right, let's go through this mess of a living room, and I'm gonna look at the other bathroom first. Like I said, we have the pink curtains throughout the house, but other than that, look, the sink matches the tile like perfectly almost. That's really lucky. Okay, so far this is really surprising, but I don't know, not too bad. I say not too bad as you can literally see the mint green fence outside. Okay, just ignore that. Okay, where do we go next? I say we go into the kids' bedroom, which will be right down here. Oh my gosh, wait, I love it. Even the books on the shelf match the bed and like the rest of the room. I think everything in here matches like perfectly. We have the trans swatch of the bed and the lesbian flag. And I already knew that swatch when I was picking it because it's just clearly different from the rest of them. But yeah, honestly, like I love this room. Even the turtle matches. Guys, this is perfect. And I love that we added the bear height chart. I love this one. This is my favorite room so far. Gonna be pretty hard to beat because we had luck on our side on this one. Time to go to the main bedroom, which is right over here. Okay. I don't even know how to feel about this one. Like, oh my gosh, I was looking at this without my shaders on this whole time. I was wondering why this room looked so dull. You know what? Now that I have my shaders on, I love the whole house. It looks good. Anyway, the parents' room, you know, it's not too bad. Like, there's a lot of weird, like, orange happening. This stained glass lamp is definitely super random, but I knew it was a risk putting it in. I just really wanted to use it. But yeah, that's it for this room. And now it looks like we have to move outside. Oh my gosh, the mint green fence is even brighter with my shaders on. Okay, let's go right over here. And here's the patio. You know what? Not too bad. Once again, a lot of orange. Oh my gosh, even the wind chime is orange. Kind of different shades of orange though, but it's okay. Oh my gosh, the lights are pink. That's honestly like a vibe. I wouldn't mind that. This isn't too bad. And I feel like purple and orange kind of go together well. But yeah, that looks like how our black and white build challenge turned out. You know what? I think that this would be really good with just some minimal changes, like maybe the mint fence. That could go. I mean, plus with my shaders, this honestly looks so much better. Like the living room, when I first saw it, I was scared, okay? But it looks really good with shaders on. But in reality, it looks like this. Still, this room right here was my favorite by far. Let me know what your guys' favorite room was down in the comments. I think I'd love to try this challenge again, but maybe with a bigger house. And I'll be getting around to more of your suggestions. I've been taking note of every single one. Obviously, it's gonna take some time to get through them all, but thank you so much for every single one of them because it really helps to know what you guys want to see. All right, well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way through. Stay tuned for my next video. I'll see you all then. Bye!